history gives us no details of what made Mary decide to do what she did and then act. I would think she agonized over it a lot, lost a lot of sleep over making this decision. To even dare entertain the idea of stealing the ship's blueprints and spiriting them off undoubtedly had to fill her with dread. And speaking of spiriting them off where? To whom? How? During wartime, the activities of blacks, even long trusted ones, such as herself, were under scrutiny. Blacks trying to travel anywhere certainly were under keen suspicion. Could getting the plans into the hands of someone in the North, say Washington, the home of the Northern President Lincoln, help bring the country back together in some way? Word was that the North was also building an ironclad called the Monitor, derisively called the teapot on the raft because of its curious design. Nobody believed it could stand up to the Southern dreadnought, and talk filtered about that the two ironclads would soon strike against each other in the waters of Hampton Roads. No way could she get to President Lincoln, could she? So, who was it? Further, my research showed that in 1861, Virginia was experiencing one of the most difficult winters. About every means of transportation to consider was nightmarishly threatening. So the only answer was to walk. To walk the plans from Norfolk to Washington. Mary had lived most of her life from the time she was a young girl in the big house. She slept in a nice bed. She ate good food. She had the comforts of security as she knew it. Moreover, at this time, thinking about such a thing as she might do, Mary was 56 years old. Can you imagine? My mind couldn't comprehend the magnitude of it all. I needed help. I contacted a friend who knew a friend who knew another friend who was an ex-FBI agent who explained that the reason I couldn't understand something like this was because I was not thinking like a spy. I looked at him incredulously. What average person thinks like a spy? I surely didn't. My point exactly, he said, chuckling at my predicament. He said, in order to help you, you must become Mary. Then I will train you to do what you have to do. My gaze hooked into his serious, steely, blue-gray eyes. And I gulped. Across many weeks, I learned that once Mary made her decision to liberate the ship's plans, a change had to come over her. Not only would she be assessing how and when best to copy the plans without getting caught, she would have to have signed on to the deal, knowing from then on she was alone. She would be relinquishing family, friends, lifestyle, all the dreams that she had for her profession as a fashion designer, everything. Then the trick was to get to this place called Washington and hand off the plans to someone of power who might not consider her a stupid old black woman, or worse, a crackpot, who just might be a real enemy of the North, trying to sabotage their efforts. She had no idea. Also, if any of the plans were caught on her person before then, there'd be no way to explain it. That meant incarceration for her, humiliation, and shame for the Levesters. She loved the Levesters. They were her family. They were her parents. She didn't want that. And then death for herself. That was redemption. Nobody. Let me just share something from my first reading. First, Mary set a small table by the window with Simeon's lunch, which she had brought. Then she went to work tracing the ship's plans. Her fingers sketched furiously. And every sound she stopped. Her nerves quivering like plucked guitar strings as she forced herself to stay focused at the task at hand. She had to get this. Had to. She couldn't let herself fret about every nuance of sound. The doubts and worries her mind might allow would be toxic. Undermine her effort and cause mistakes she could not afford to make. No time for do-overs. No time for corrections. She held on to the honorable sense, if not the clear determination, that she was doing the right thing. Violence, bloodshed of humanity, where everybody suffered, fed upon itself, and horrors never got any better in the long run. No, she wasn't God, and blessed that she wasn't. What she was a woman with a pencil in her hand. And she was going to try to promote change. At least a climate for change. If nothing else, it might stop the senseless battle and make people pause, think, and especially hope. She heard a voice outside.